Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into the Amazon tool deals for the week. These are either going to be tools that are on sale, tools that even at their full price or list price I believe to be good deals, or tools I find interesting and would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. All of these items will be linked down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested. They all have their own independent link, and then I'll have two additional links that says tools and tools continued. Those are going to be two additional links that take you to a long list of tools that I've went over in the past. So that's all there for you guys. So first up, we're looking at the newer Gearwrench torque wrench, and I have a couple of them and I kind of want your guys' thoughts on these. I think they're a good design. I don't think there are many people out there that have reviewed them, and as you can see here, we don't have a rating or a review count on this one, and so I've been giving this time. I'm kind of honestly confused as to why I haven't seen any more reviews on these. I'm not sure as to why. I think the design is nice. I think the features are nice. It comes with a nice case. It's got replaceable batteries, and the pricing on this also really confuses me. So they have a list price of $765, which is mind-blowing because it will never sell for that. I can promise you that. It's down to $265. I believe this is one of their newest designs that they've released. So I'm really just waiting for, more people to use this to give some input. You got a nice hard case for it with like a EVA foam or a foam insert to keep everything organized. You got a dual battery charger over here. You got a couple of rechargeable batteries included, and then you have one that you can just put batteries in. You got a USB drive. Here's a little thumb drive screwdriver or palm screwdriver, and that's for removing the screw, I believe, on the backside in order to change the battery. There you can see the overmold. You can recharge it right on the device or in the tool itself, or you can remove it, and there you can see the locking screw. So a little bit different design there for sure, and they don't really show the display. But the other feature of this is this is their E-Spec electronic torque wrench, and from my understanding is they're interchangeable heads, so you can change out the heads on these. But this specific kit does not include any additional head or anything like that. This one's from 20 to 100 Newton meters. It's got a torque accuracy of plus or minus 1.5% clockwise and plus or minus 2.5 counterclockwise, which is really good. This is their 120 XP design for the 3-degree arc swing, which is a single 60-tooth gear with dual pawls. I really like it. I understand that design isn't desired by everyone, but I really enjoy that design. Low profile, 3 torque measurements for foot-pounds, inch-pounds, and Newton meters. A simple 2-button menu with reversible screen, so whether you're using it left-handed or right-handed, it's easy to operate or easy to read the screen. But then this is the other one that I came across, $260, so a few dollars cheaper. Same thing, they're 3/8 drive, and this is going to include one rechargeable battery and one battery pack that you supply your own batteries. And then it's going to include the same stuff, but an additional head. One is the SL38 and the other one's the SL60. There you can actually see the screen readout. And I've went over this once in the past, I believe, when they first released it, or when I first noticed it, I should say. I like the display. I like the readout. You got LED light indicators here on the side. The SL60 is going to be the flex head version. I believe they're both the same. They're both 3/8 drive, 120 XP designs. Just one's a flex head and one's a fixed head. There you can see it all in its case. This one has 5 stars at 1 rating, so not a whole lot on this one either. Same information that I shared with you guys before. You can set torque parameters and download torque process data. And that, not a whole lot going over, necessarily the in-depth features included in the torque wrench. So I just wanted to quickly mention those. I think these are going or could be a great torque wrench, especially for mid to lower $200. But once again, I guess I'll just have to wait a little bit longer and see. But if you guys have any experience with these newer Gearwrench E-Spec torque wrenches, please let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Next up is a product from Tool Sorter. This is their pliers organizer, and this is a product that I owned almost 10 years ago, 8 years ago. I never used this. I guess I probably attempted to use this for pliers when I first got it, and it did an okay job. Definitely not one of the best plier organizers out there. What I found this tray really, really useful for was when I had a bunch of miscellaneous extensions. Now I have different sets and they all have their blow molded cases and stuff, but before I had miscellaneous brands of all different lengths and drive sizes of extensions, and I just kind of all had them in a drawer, and they just kind of were everywhere. And if you guys know me and my OCD, I couldn't stand it. And when I got this, and I don't even know how I figured it out. I just started organizing one day and realized this was fantastic for extensions. So if you look at this case, it actually starts out with some slimmer spaces over here on the left hand side. You have 5 slots over here that are smaller. Then you have 4 medium size spaces and 2 wider spaces. And I put all my 1/4-inch drive ones. I could run them the length, so I could have 2 or 3 or just one long one in one slot. It worked perfectly for all of my loose extensions. And yes, you could use this for pliers, but I think there are a lot other better plier organizers out there. But if you're looking, or you have a situation where you have a bunch of extensions just laying about, rolling about, this thing was fantastic. And it is also made in the USA. It does include the dimensions, so you can make sure that it fits the drawer that you need as well. But once again, I had very good experiences using this as a extension organizer. This has 4.5 stars at 1,152 ratings and is at $18.95, down from a list price of $21. I think that's a good price. USA made. I know, I get it. It's simple, little organizer. But for that situation, it was absolutely amazing, and just I figured throw in a little tip, share with you guys what I used it for. So that is the next item up on this week's list. Next up, we're looking at a product that I actually just purchased. And if you guys follow the channel, especially the 23 Colorado Overland build, I have a roof rack now. And on that roof rack, I wanted to do a case to carry like my off-road air compressor and just some of my miscellaneous tools and things that I wanted to keep on the truck but not take up a bunch of space in the truck. So I went through so many different cases trying to figure out what the best one was to be mounted to the roof of my truck. I wanted something low profile so it wasn't a huge wind drag up on the top. But the main thing is I wanted it to be as waterproof as possible. So some of you might know the brand Rome. Rome was one of them that I was considering. Pelican was one of them that I was considering. And then I came across Nanuk. And Nanuk is based out of Canada. And I actually went to Sportsman's Warehouse to look at the Pelican Vault case. And I really liked it. And I was happy that I was able to get my hands on it before actually placing my purchase. But as I was looking at it, I looked up and I saw this case, and I was like, oh, wow, that's really nice. It made the Vault look extremely cheap, especially once I got my hands on it. And I had never heard of this brand before, but they're very well known, especially obviously in Canada. But the one thing I love about this design, there's actually quite a few that I like about the Nanuk over a Pelican. And this top lid actually has, I know it's hard to see, a lip that runs around almost 100% of the case, and it actually overhangs the bottom portion of the case, and then it also has a seal. And unlike most of the Pelican cases that are water resistant or weather resistant, this is waterproof up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. And I could definitely tell immediately how much better this case sealed than any other Pelican case that I had owned in the past, or any of them in the store that I could get my hands on. Now I get it, the Vault is one of the only Pelican cases not made in the USA, but the Vault actually has a rooftop mount. That's why I was considering that one. And then the Rome one I was considering because of they're just great cases. But Rome was just too much. It was $350 for the case alone, and then another $200 for the mounts if you wanted the rugged quick release mounts. And I wasn't about to drop $600, $700 on a case, especially if I did the Molly panel on top. I'm getting off topic here. But after I saw this compared to the Vault, it was like a $20 difference. And this one's far superior. You get 4 layers of foam. You got this eggshell on the top, 2 thicker pieces of foam, and a thinner piece of foam in the bottom. Then you have 4 of these, I don't know what they're called. We'll get to it in a minute, but these latches are awesome. They have a little tab that you push down on, then you pull out and lift up, and it releases the mechanism. So there's no, bump in this case and one of the latches coming open or anything like that. It is very secure. Then it also locks in the open position as well. The latches will stay in the open position, not flop around or anything like that. But the other thing that I like, where Rome has like struts that lift the lid, and a lot of these gun cases are just, not designed for that. So they just have a simple flop open lid. This actually has a semi-locking position, so it'll open at like a 45 or 70 degree angle, and then 90 or 100 degree angle. So it actually has a couple of stopping points. So when it's up on my roof and I go to open it, it's not just going to flop over on the other side, and I have to try and climb over and reach it. So not only do I like the lid features, the latch features, and the overhang that really seals out water, especially if you're driving 70 miles per hour into hard rain. That's where a lot of these cases on roofs will get water seepage into the inside because it's forcing its way in through that front lip, where this has a lip that overhangs, so there's really no opportunity for that rain to slip in there. But then it also has really nice wheels, and the handles are spring loaded. It also has a pressure relief valve. I mean, they did a really good job on this. It's a nice low profile. So this is the one that I picked up. I'm going to have a full review on this coming soon, so stay tuned for that. There you can see their Power Claw latching system. There you can see the foam inserts and their thicknesses. If you want to pause, you can read all of that. It does have metal locking rings, or reinforced metal rings inside of the locking portion. So not only can you get TSA locking latches, but you can also put up to 4 padlocks on this as well. So you can definitely secure this thing. There you can see the exterior and interior dimensions of the 990. They do have multiple other sizes and designs of cases. This is at $265, down from $340. So it's definitely not your, $100 case or $130 Amazon brand case, but it's also not your Rome $350, $400 case either. I think it's a good price, especially if you're able to get your hands on it. I like this over the Vault, and I thought the Vault was pretty nice as well. But this has 4.3 stars at 26 ratings, and that's as much as I'll ramble about this product. They do have it available in different color options as well. And then last up is just a product that's good for anything. This is made for a lot of the Milwaukee pack out stuff, so you can attach whatever things you want to your Milwaukee pack out drawers or cases or anything like that. But really, you can use this for anything. Let's say like I have a board in my truck, in the bed of my truck, that I use as a platform to carry extra cases and stuff. If I don't want those cases sliding around, yeah, you could put eyelets in it and you can strap them down, bungee cord, whatever you want to do. But if it's small things, some cases, things like that, totes, you can attach some of these to like the bottom, whether you attach this to the board and the other design to the case. You can basically attach whatever you want to wherever you want. And this is one design. This is the external locking portion. There you can see, if you had like a pack out design, the bottom of the pack out looks like that. So it would slide into these pieces that we're looking at here and lock that pack out in place. And then you can get it in black or red, 8 pieces or 16 pieces. You can get this from many different brands. They're just like 3D printed little pieces, so it's available from a lot of others. But they also have the internal ones. So if you were to put this internal one on, let's say, the bottom of a tote, and then use the ones that we were just looking at on whatever platform you want that tote to attach to, you can basically just attach anything you want to whatever you want. And it's very affordable. A 20-piece set of these is $20. Then you got a 10% coupon, 4.6 stars at 100 and whatever ratings. This has 4.6 stars at 148 ratings, $20, 10% off coupon. Same thing. This is a 16-piece set. So if you bought both designs, it's just very versatile. So work bags, like I got a couple Veto bags, and they got that solid bottom. If I really wanted to, I could attach them that way. I've seen people do that on top of their Milwaukee pack out stack. So let me know your guys' thoughts if you guys have used any of these items or you have any experience with the items that we went over today. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, all of these items will be linked down in the description for you guys with their own independent link, and then those 2 additional links are there for you as well. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.